everybody, MommaLiz here. The glare through the window is kind of bad tonight, but I'm sorry. Did everybody see Ryan's video last night? One of the most prominently asked questions I get on social media when y'all hunt me down is, "Hey MommaLiz, why haven't you talked about Upchurch lately?" It's because he's doing great. I mean, like, once the boy got a few cranks on the Rubik's Cube alive, he like found a pattern and he got it together. There's no reason to talk. I mean, I've seen some like insignificant small stuff that people have nitpicked on, but to me it's just not newsworthy. I think it's just more of harassment at that point, just to bug him and have something to talk about, to get views about, and that's not what I'm about. But I mean, like, his video last night, like, I just wanted to just do a fat girl happy clap through the whole thing, you know, just sit there and just do that, and, you know, and just, I was just so freaking proud. And I did respond, because he said, "I'm different now," and I was like, you are different. You're balanced, and you're focused, and you're loved. And oh my God, does that make a difference in life, especially when you have a stressful job, and you're going through stressful times. I mean, my health issues, I wouldn't have made it through it without my poor husband. He is my anchor. And I know I look kind of rough today. I've not had the best last couple of days. The weather was gorgeous and I felt like crap. And I'm currently still trying to finish a huge antibiotic for the infection in my mastoid, temporal, and sinuses up here. And so I'm still having a lot of difficulty just with, because my pancreas is affected by my RSD. So I'm just still having a lot of, you think I would be skinny by now, as sick as I stay, but I am not. I don't think I'm ever going to be small. I'm not meant to be small. But I'm just so freaking proud of him. I'm just, because, you know, I was so scared for him just under 2 years ago. I was just so scared for him and what he was facing emotionally and mentally, because the absolute onslaught that he just was hammered with by others was just unimaginable for most people to deal with at the age he was dealing with everything else he was dealing with, while still having a fan base and making music and trying to stay positive and, you know, do things that other people would react positively to. Do you know how difficult it is? And I'm so glad, because one thing that I've always been very honest and open about on this channel, and the, you know, a couple of times we've just did a little chat back and forth, is that you're not responsible to your fans. We adore you. We want to see the best for you and out of you, but we are owed nothing. You're no different than anyone else, and if we would not walk up to a stranger and ask it of them, we shouldn't ask it of you. And I just, you know, it's just how I feel. You know, if I wouldn't want to be bothered, I wouldn't want to bother somebody else. It just makes sense to me. You know. But I understand that in today's society, we have a lot of irrational and illogical people. That's an understatement of the year, of the decade. But I'm just so freaking happy for him. And I honestly think, and you know, he hinted to it that he had tried to step out and go into the rock star life. And y'all got really mad at me on a video a few months ago where I said he came this so close to being an asshole. And I didn't mean it mean, and he knows I didn't mean it mean. But he came so close to adopting a different lifestyle just because of status, just because of what happened to him. And that was just purely reactionary. It wasn't who he is. It's just, it was a reaction that he thought he had to have because of societal structure and expectations. And, you know, social construct to screw you up before anything else will, because you think you have to obey the will of the masses. And, you know, there's a really good song by an old group called The Masses Are Asses, and I'm just here to tell you, they nailed it. But he's not responsible to us. At all. Ever. And I'm glad that he's figured that out, because his happiness depends on him maintaining a normal vibe and a life of normalcy. And I think that his girlfriend has been absolutely the biggest asset in that, because she is just so laid back and chill. You can just tell it. I just get the vibe from her. I just feel it. She's just like, stop doing stupid crap. I'm not going to act like that, so you stop acting like that. I can just see her. I can just see her now going, I don't think so. We ain't doing that. I can just see her. So I'm really tickled to death. I'm proud, and it wouldn't bother me if I never had to do anything but brag on him ever again. That's all I want to do is brag on him. So as long as he's doing well, Mama Liz ain't gonna talk about him. But I think everybody needs to watch this video 2 or 3 times, because the logic and the wisdom he dropped would take you literally 6 months of therapy to get into. Not gonna lie, you would pay thousands to a therapist just to get what he gave you in under 10 minutes last night. So y'all need to like digest that and think about it. You know, he's young, but he's very wise beyond his years, and I know he has some theories as to why he is wise in that way, and I think those are super interesting as well. And maybe something to it. I think there could be something to that. And I'm just glad I got to just maybe minutely help him in the smallest way, you know. And I think maybe that was something I was supposed to do to help also get me through the last couple years that have been horrible health crisis years for me. So, you know, it was it benefited both of us. So I'm glad it did, and I will always think of him and be proud of him and be rooting for him. We had the same birthday, even though I'm an older model. And so I think of him often, hope he's doing well, and understand kind of emotionally what he goes through as a Gemini. I get it. Oh, buddy, I get it. But I just think the fans, he's grown, and now it's time for the fan base to grow. And I don't mean age or get bigger. I mean emotionally grow to accept these new parameters and to realize that they don't get access to his life like they used to. And that that's okay. And that he's still there for us, making that music and helping us in that way. And we should not anticipate more, because that's just really, really asking too much. Too much. I mean, how would you like to leave your 9 to 5 and then go home to be hounded by your 9 to 5? And I'm so glad he chose the person over the persona. So glad. We just need to now sit down as a fan base and learn to let him be that person, and not expect him to turn on and be that persona when we see him out. I'll never see him out. I never go anywhere. I'm old. I'm disabled. I'm fat. But still rooting for him, and I still want the fan base to have healthy expectations and boundaries with him, so that they remain fans, but they have healthy expectations so that they don't get upset when they see him, and they don't get resentful and hostile. And I think that the Creekswood, I think we're smart enough to know, because we're such normal people, I think we're smart enough to go, you know something? We all just want to be able to sit on our porch at the end of the day, drink our sweet tea, and be left the heck alone. So I am optimistic that this is just a whole new, you know, climb for him to a whole new pinnacle of what he's supposed to be doing in the music business. So that's why I don't talk about him. He's doing great. I'm so proud of him. And I hope I never have to talk about him again. Not in a bad way, just because it means he's doing good. We may check in every few months or something, but I'm tickled as a pig in slop. I'll talk to you later. Mom was out.